Before I start, I just want to say why I haven't uploaded in a couple of days, and that's basically just because I haven't been liking Dead by Daylight at all, so I haven't really been playing it, and I also just can't really think of many video ideas currently. Secondly, remember that I have a Discord now that you can join. I'll put the link in it in the description, and that's where you will put your gameplay for review instead of under the videos now. It's just a lot easier for me to find them. But enough of that. Let's actually get into this gameplay. This is an Oni gameplay sent by Video Gamer. I'll link his channel in the description of this video. We're playing Oni here, so our build. We've got Infectious, Monitor, Corrupt, and Pop. This is a pretty good build. I would probably take out Pop for Barbecue just because I like the extra tracking. Allows me to keep pressure up. But we've got a pretty easy first hit here, and we're going to do that. We trick on the Harvester and get it down. So ideally here we should be hooking him and then going off to find someone else for another hit. Which should be pretty easy, to be honest. This is already a pretty good start. We've got a first hit very fast into the game, and we're going to get a hook as well, so this is already a pretty damn good start to a game. I wouldn't absorb that blood. You definitely don't have enough blood here. You're just wasting all. I don't think you have enough for an ability, so you could have just saved all this blood and kept it for later. So now, yeah, as you can see, you need a hit, and basically you just wasted about 30% of your power worth of blood, which you could have got. So we're gonna hit him with BT. That's alright, but ideally we want another hit here. Alright, looks like we're gonna do the Harvester again, and he falls for the exact same thing. He sort of wanted to be tunneled, and it didn't really work out. Well, we got blood anyway for our ability, so it actually sort of worked out in the end, but ideally, we probably should have played it safe and not absorbed that blood. So we're going to slug him because he most likely is DS. And it looks like we're going to find someone else here. We're going to activate our ability. We don't need to dash here, but it looks like we're going to. And we land a flick there, yep, very nice. So we should just pick her up, hook her, and then go back to Jag, wait for his DS, or like best case scenario, we go back to Jag and hook him again, and he does have DS. But we should be able to go back and maybe get a hit on the person who's picked him up. So we're going to pop this gen here, not really any point. We should be trying to get back to Jag here as much as possible to see if we can get another hit and our ability back up. Looking at this, I can already see this is a pretty solid game so far. We've only lost one gen, we've got 2 hooks, and we've got our ability up, and we've got people injured. We sort of messed up there, but we're still doing pretty well. I wouldn't activate my ability here because we get 2 injured, and we just sort of want to keep these people leaving blood, alright? This Jag is definitely not the best player. He's really not respecting you all. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We're going to activate our ability. That's alright, I guess. We need to make sure we get someone down pretty fast, so we don't want to waste too much of it. I probably would have just went around there. Yeah, you didn't need to cut through that, but it looks like we're going to get it anyway. Alright, very nice. Yeah, alright, we should probably go back and get that check. We should definitely be attentive, because there's most likely going to be someone trying to pick him up. We see her? Okay, right there, the safest option would have been to body block the pallet, cancel the dash, and then just normally hit her, or to go for a super sharp flick. That could have worked. You were a little bit too early on it, but then again, she was just a wee bit too late. That's just sort of unlucky. You should have definitely expected that. When survivors are near lockers and it doesn't look like they have anything else to do, they will most likely jump in lockers. So Kia definitely, oh, yeah, I'll say she outplayed you there. Ooh, and you missed that as well. Yeah, alright, so definitely what you could have did better against that Kia was cancel your dash right here. Like, you could have just kept going to the pallet and then cancelled it. Best case scenario, she got the window, but then you could dash around it and get her. And then with that other one, you should definitely always predict that they're going to go in the locker. Survivors do that a lot against Donnie, because they got nothing else to do. She's out in the open, she's definitely going to go for a locker juke. Everyone's up and we've lost a bit of pressure, but we still have 3 people injured and we're about to re-down this Jag. We can definitely just hook him again right now as well, and that'll be him on second hook. And this is when barbecue would be super nice, because they'll just heal up, and with barbecue you'd be able to see where they healed. You'd be able to go over there, suck up all that blood, and then you'd be able to find them and just down them all again. We see some scratch marks here, right? It looks like we're going to go for this. Cow tree's not very good for Oni. If the survivor knows what they're doing, you can't get them at this loop. So it seems we lost track of him a wee bit here. We're gonna go around. Ooh, well, she messed up, but so did we. Right there, what you want to do is sort of play it like you would play Leatherface. You gotta take those angles really wide, and you gotta sort of curve your cannonball in. Because if you don't, the hitbox on that thing is massive. It's just gonna hit the wall. That happens to me fairly often, but to avoid like hitting the sides of windows, you need to take it wide and sort of curve your hit into it. So we're definitely wasting our ability here, but we might get them. We need to, yeah. Nah, we're not gonna get that. Alright, so this is, I think we're definitely activating our ability a wee bit too freely here. We're not like activating it when we should be. Like if somebody's a cow loop and we don't really see them and they're pretty far away, we should probably not go for that. It looks like we're just gonna wait out his day, so maybe we're not, are we? We messed up. We definitely could have got him there. But yeah, I would probably stick around this area. I wouldn't, yeah. Okay, well, he's dead now. So all you have to do is wait out his DS a bit. Maybe capitalize on the greed. They're probably going to try and get him up, so you could maybe get a free hit off that. Looks like a ton of blood here. Alright, we can use our ability to defend this guy. They're going to be trying to pick him up because they know he's in death hook. So if we use our ability here, we could definitely defend him like this. So this should be a down here. Back one the way, yep, okay. Nah, like, you're not gonna make that. Yeah, when people go around trees like that, you don't make flicks like that because they've already got around the entire tree. So who are we gonna go? You might have did that a wee bit too early. Yeah, you did that a wee bit too early. I would actually probably go for the jag. Yeah, it looks like this Claudette is trying to juke the shell. You still got it though, that's pretty good. Alright, the jag got away. I ideally would have went for the jag there, even though he's injured. Like, he was dead. Like, if you got him, well, you could have just dashed after him and got him. So we got Claudette and second hook anyway, 2 gens left. This is looking still pretty good because you got Jag on death hook and then when Claudette gets on hook, she'll be in death hook. But you don't have anyone injured right now and you don't have your ability, so you're not looking too good. Right now, what you want to do is try and get a hit on the person who's coming in for the save. We don't have, I don't think we have enough blood for an ability. And if we do, we're going to have to stray away from the hook, which is going to give them a free save, but we get our ability. So it's sort of oh wait, never mind, we actually might get it here. Alright, there we go. You want to probably pre-activate your ability here, because, yeah, you probably should activate it a little bit sooner. But it looks like we're going to be able to get him here, he's got that pallet. Yeah, that's good. Good respect there, because there's a good chance he was camping it. Okay, so I would just pick him up and kill him, to be honest. I wouldn't risk letting them get him up. We can get Feg around the other way. Alright, what I would have did there was cut through the pallet. If she was at the other side, I would have got her. Not really sure where she went, but yeah, we sort of wasted a wee bit of her ability there, but we should still be fine. Right, we have just got someone dead, but this game is definitely not looking too good. We've got 1 generator left, and by the looks of it, if we can turn around here, let me see the generator spread. That's not the best generator spread. These two furthest generators are fairly far from each other, that if they split up well, they can do it. So yeah, luckily you sped up the footage for me, thank you very much. You're making my life a whole lot easier here. So it looks like we're just searching. This is bad. Alright, you're in a really bad spot right now. You don't know where anyone is, you haven't got your ability. They could be working these generators. Alright, we found some blood and we're looking. Alright, if these are always really scary scenarios because you end up looking around and then the next thing you know, a generator at the other side of the map just pops. Alright, these are really scary scenarios. You need to play this very well and keep an eye on these generators very tightly. You need to find someone, down the weird ability, use infectious, and try and go for a snowball right now. And I just noticed you don't even have add-ons, so it's going to be very hard for you to get 3 people in your ability. To try and get 3 people in your ability is very hard with Oni. When you down someone, you lose 7 seconds, but you also have a 3-second animation. So technically you use 10 seconds when you down someone, which is insane. That's just very dumb in my opinion. You basically just lose 10 seconds of a 45-second ability for downing 1 survivor. Meaning downing 3 survivors takes away 30 seconds, leaving 15 seconds per survivor, which is 5 seconds per down. But back to the game. It looks like we just missed a hit here. We're at a jungle gym. We're nowhere near the generators, but we need it down. It looks like we're going to drop this chase. Hopefully, we find some people who aren't really paying attention, and we can zoom into these generators and find someone. There we go. We can land this. Very nice. No infectious. We just need to pick up. Oh, that's not lucky. We know Claudette is dead, which is pretty good. But let's just, once again, where barbecue would be so nice, because you can see people with that perk. But either way, we're going to hook her. She's dead. And we're looking pretty good right now. We see scratch marks here. We know someone's here. We're getting at least a 3k. Alright, which is fine. That's good. So it looks like we're going to get some blood here. We should be fine, yeah. They haven't got actual any real generator progress. Once again, speeding up the footage for me. Thank you very much. We're gonna just go around kicking these. Now here, I would be worried about a key right now. When I see these generators and they're not being worked on and there's 2 survivors left, I always just assume they're looking for a key or they're looking for the hatch or something like that. But, I mean, to be honest, losing to a key, I used to feel bad, but now I just sort of play off as like, I didn't lose. I didn't lose. Like, everyone knows keys are bullshit, you know? It would be like dying to an Ebony Mori area hatchet Honduras. You didn't get outplayed, right? And you just have to accept that there's some shit in the game. What I don't like losing to is just super fast generators, because I don't really feel like I got outplayed. My chases were fast, but I still lost anyway because the generators went in about 4 minutes, despite the fact that I just had about 30-second chases every time. So it looks like we're still just searching here. It's probably super boring for you, and I hate when survivors play like this. Like, if you're not going to do generators, like, just stop. We eventually do find someone here. She's got a pallet. You can mind game it when it's up, but not when it's down. We should be listening for her here. She didn't get too much distance on us. So essentially right now, we just want to chase her, down her, hook her, and then just keep playing out the rest of the game. You're probably fed up at this point with these dickheads hiding, so you probably just want to get this game over with as fast as possible. We got our ability here. Are we going to keep chasing? No, we're not. We're going to drop chase. To be honest, I would have just kept chasing her and down her. Even if they did the last generator, I probably would have been actually been able to cut them off with my ability, with the gates. But, you know, whatever you want. Alright, we're going to find her anyway, which is actually pretty lucky. And she's basically dead here. See what we do with our dash. Yeah, no point in dashing here. Well, she tried. She probably thought you were going to dash around that corner, but you can't make that. If you get infectious, we're probably going to get her as well here. Taking it wide, very good. You always want to take it wide when you see an infectious proc, so you can sort of search around these things. She's definitely just hiding behind one of these things, or a tree or something like that. Looks like we're going to go back here, probably. Yeah. That's alright. Just hook her. I think we know where the hatch is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we know where the hatch is. Alright, we found her now, so this is just, it's over. Alright, well there you go. Alright, so that was a pretty solid game in your part. If I had to say some things, I would, oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Kobe into Dead Hard into probably Decisive Strike here, because survivors don't need a chance, they need a second, and a third, and a fourth. Maybe a fifth if they're lucky. A sixth if they find a key. They don't find a key after the last survivor, they get the hatch, there's a seventh. But either way, you played pretty well this game. Some things to know at the start, you probably shouldn't have absorbed that blood. It worked out for you in the end, but if that Jag wasn't such an idiot, you probably would have needed to go and get a different hit, which that would have been a complete waste of blood. But like I said, it worked out for you, so that's alright. You need to make sure you're using your ability at the right times. Use it when you see a survivor. You need to use it. But if I see a survivor at like cow loop, far away from generators, with like a bunch of other pallets and shit around her, I'm not going to activate my ability, because even if I get her, best case scenario, I get her, I have barely any power left, and I'm super far from generators, and I've just wasted like 30 seconds on one guy. I don't really think it's worth doing that. And then when you're actually in your ability, I think just I think you're going for ambitious flex. You know, I've seen you a lot of the times where you should just cancel your dash or not. Like, don't be afraid to cancel your dash when a survivor is out your sight or like juking between objects. It's fine to just like stop the dash, look at them, and then just hit them normally because that's much harder to dodge. Well, I mean, it's not really. It's still actually pretty easy to dodge that demon strike, but yeah, you know what I'm on about. Overall, good game. I'd rate your Oni skills a solid 7 out of 10. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Definitely better than most Onis. So, yeah, I mean, just like to recap, uh, Discord in the description, go in there, and then put your gameplay for review. I might do like one per week because these take pretty long and they're a bit annoying, but I still do them because I know people like them. People like getting their gameplay reviewed. I acknowledge that. So, Discord, go do that, join it, and then you can put your gameplay there. Uh, Thanks for watching.